Yo, what is cracking? Because it is your boy Cypher Block here, bringing you guys MPL Major Pokemon League week number, let's see, I believe week number 12 for you guys. Today I have a match against Super Bowser, aka Mr. TortleNation, and also head coach of the Cincinnati Charizards, which is in the green division, which is an R division. So I know it's been a while since you guys have seen the MPL battle, honestly, and I'm truly apologizing for that. I just haven't really had time to obviously record. I mean, obviously I have all this in the background, so in case you guys didn't know, I did move. Maybe about 2 weeks ago I've moved. I've had work coming up, and I have school starting next week, obviously because I'm recording this on August 18th right now. So I actually have a lot of school and stuff coming up. And I have a lot of recordings to catch up on. So, but obviously, school will give me a little more time to record just because I'm not going to be working as much. But hopefully, I can concentrate on school, get YouTube's done, get you know some great work done in my job, and also have spent some time with my girlfriend and keep up on stuff in the house. So that's the very fortunate part. Again, obviously, it's a little bit of a spoiler, but I did unfortunately have to forfeit my last 2 matches just because it was when I was actually moving, and there was no way I was going to get a time frame for those matches, especially not having internet, especially not having anywhere to record at. It was just a big jumbled mess, and I truly apologize to you as the Motor City Moltres fans on behalf of the head coach's part. But hopefully next season we are all set up for next season, and we are ready to dominate because we have already been planning some nice and powerful draft picks. But enough of that. We're actually going to get into the match again. So I'm battling TortleNation. This time I am battling not I'll probably throw his Twitter link in the description below because I can never remember the name. I know one's Chris, and then the other one's, it always blows my mind. But I think I battled the other one this time instead of the one that that I think 3-0'd me. Or was it 2-0'd? It was maybe one of those scores. But yeah, so today I am bringing the Azelf, I am bringing the Chestnut, I am bringing the Starmie, I am bringing the Mega Beedrill, the Talonflame, and the Nidoking. He's bringing exactly what I really wanted him to bring. He's bringing the Jolteon, the Azumarill, and the Azumarill has put, I think that was literally the top Pokemon of the whole MPL to get kills and the least amount of deaths. And then we have Mega Gallade, I believe he drafted. Then we have Dusknoir, we have Heatran, and then we have Espeon. So actually, a little fun fact here. I was actually, I believe it was the 4th round of UU. I was just about to pick Espeon. All of a sudden, TortleNation picked Espeon, and I had to go with Porygon Z. So that's a very fortunate, or that's very unfortunate, not unvery fortunate. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, so if you guys are excited for this MPL battle, make sure you guys hit this like button down below. 15 is just the goal, and it helps your support, helps us get a long way, and helps motivate me to record a little more. And also, if you guys are not yet, make sure you guys subscribe down below because, again, we will be uploading more frequent content, and we have a couple more series coming again, and it's just going to be a jolly good time. So let's get it off with the first. Big threats on that team are definitely the Heatran, the Azumarill, and I definitely see the Espeon being a little bit of a threat. Not as much as the Espeon, but more of the Jolteon being a threat as well. Just because Hidden Power Ice, Thunderbolt, Signal Beam sometimes can really put a big dent in my team. Especially having a common weakness for everyone. Stealth Rocks from the Heatran is going to really suck. That Dusknoir is, you're going to see the set of this Dusknoir, and you're going to be like, wow, that was very well prepared against Cypher. Another fun fact is I didn't let this Azumarill, set up a belly drum on me. That's the number one. That was my number one. How do I put this? It was my number one not option, but it was my number one threat I had to take out of there was Azumarill because I know that Azumarill with a belly drum Aqua Jet is a very big threat. So his common weaknesses again. Has a very decent, I want to say kind of dark weakness, somewhat poison. It's kind of like a little mix of each. I guess no poison actually. Fighting could be, I guess, a good one. I don't know. I just really brought kind of like moves on each Pokemon that could at least try to eliminate, one another. So without further ado, let's just get right in the battle and not waste your guys' time. So again, 15 likes is the goal, and grab your popcorn and let's get right into this. So obviously here we have a 16 play battle. It's not really too much. It's just there. So obviously I'm gonna lead off with Azelf. He's actually gonna leave out with Psych, just for that nice and powerful magic bounce. Nice play. So He's actually going to predict the nice and powerful U-turn here. So he's actually going to go into Heat Train here. But I actually don't go for I don't go for the U-turn. I actually go for the knockoff because I really want to knock off that thing's Choice Scarf, because Espeon and Alakazam with Choice Scarves are huge threats. So, but I actually get up the nice and powerful Stealth Rocks here, so there's no Magic Bounce, so the Rocks are there to stay, which is very good for me. Unfortunately, he does hit me with a Dark Pulse. And Dark Pulse Heat Train, you never see it, but it actually is ran. So, obviously, I'm going to go for a Zen Hunt, but hoping for the flinch, but unfortunately, no flinch on my side. Boom, Lava Plume goes off, and Azelf is... It's donezo. It's gone. It's done. It's done. So now I'm going to do a YouTube channel here, which is going to be on my Nidoking. I am Scarfed, so if I wanted to, I could get a nice power for Earth Power, or I'm sorry, I think I'm a physical variant Nidoking, so I believe I have Earthquake, but he actually goes into Boo here, which is in fact going to be his Dusknoir. Now this thing is going to be a real pain in my ass, and I was really thinking that this thing had Levitate. I looked it up, doesn't have Levitate, but unfortunately it does have some high defense and special defense. Not the most HP in the world, but Dusknoirs can be ran in a different kind of variant. So, obviously here, I didn't really want to get burnt, especially him being my physical attacker, so I'm actually going to go into Talonflame, just because I know these things really pack the Will-O-Wisp, and I really didn't want to touch that. So, he's obviously going to go for the Pain Split here. That's going to even our damage out, which is just fine, because I'm not really mad at it. I'm more of the fact mad at his next move, per se. So, obviously here I get a little cocky, I get a little, you know, I thought I had a little leadway here, so I actually go for the Swords Dance. He goes for the Rock Tomb and completely one-shots my Talonflame. I'm like, yep, that's the match. And again, another little fun fact, a lot of fun facts here. Little fun fact is we actually recorded this match at least 12 to 13 times. One of our internets kept going out. It was ridiculous time. So obviously here Talonflame being the Swords Dance variant is really going to hurt me. But I can go for the Shadow Claw here with my Chestnut here. And honestly here he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. Actually, that was pretty predicted, but I kind of looked at it and I really didn't want anything else to get burnt on my team. And unfortunately, I can't Drain Punch this thing just because I don't know if I have Drain Punch. I couldn't really remember because honestly, I did this battle maybe like 3 weeks ago. So, but obviously, I'm just gonna keep going for the Shadow Claw here. It's my only play. He's gonna go for the Fire Punch. This Fire Punch does diddly squat to a super effective Fire Punch. Doesn't really do anything to my Chestnut. So I'm pretty grateful for that play right there. But unfortunately, I am burned, so it's gonna bring me below half. He's pretty much just gonna keep spamming his Fire Punches just because he knows it can really kind of hurt me, and especially he knows that I can't switch. Well, I could switch. But, you know, what's really the point, honestly? Like, what's really my motive for switching if I just could either get Will-O-Wisp or if I could just get Fire Punch again? So I'm just pretty much trying to get damage on this thing, and I know he knows he can't Pain Split on me. So, honestly, I'm sitting in a decent position here, and I'm pretty much just wearing this thing down. Obviously, he is going to take me out with this Fire Punch here, which is not a big deal. I mean, obviously, I got damage off on this thing, and this gives me a perfect chance to go on to something that can at least kill his Dusknoir and possibly set up... at least on his defensive walls, or maybe special defensive walls. So, obviously here, he's about at a quarter health of his Dusknoir. Not too bad. But, obviously here, I'm going to go to Starmie, and Starmie, I'm just going to go for the Scald here, because it kind of told me that this thing is more physically defensive than special defensive. And plus, I do get a crit there, so it is a crit! It is a crit! But, did the crit matter? That's the question. So obviously he's going to go into Jolteon here. That does tell me that he will outspeed. Now he doesn't actually go for the Thunderbolt here. He actually goes for the Signal Beam. And it brings me down to my Focus. Or I don't know if I was Focus Sash. I wasn't Focus Sash. Wasn't Focus Sash, but unfortunately he does in fact get me onto 1 HP. He confuses me, but very fortunate for me, I do get the Psyshock off. And obviously that is almost going to take out the Jolteon, but unfortunately it doesn't. Now if it could have taken out the Jolteon, that would have been a very different story. But he does get a 1 health point crit, you know what I'm saying? Nice exchange for crits. But he does get the Signal Beam off. That's going to take out my Starmie. He, in fact, is going to take his oh my god, I can't talk today. His Impulse is going to go down. That's fine. I'm going to go into Shino here. This is where the plays really mess up, because this tells me that his Espeon is Choice Scarfed. I had to take a leap of faith, just because I really didn't have much to do. Couldn't really go into Nidoking because he's weak to Psychic. So I'm just going to go for the Protect. Maybe see if I could at least outspeed after the Mega Evolution. He's going to go for the Psychic here, which tells me that he is Choice Scarfed. He is going to outspeed, going to take out my nice and powerful Mega Beedrill, and that is going to be the end of Beedrill. And my last and final mon is in fact going to be Mr. Nidoking. I am Choice Scarf, but Espeon is faster. He does get the Psychic off, and that's going to be the end of the match, my friends. So again, the Cincinnati Charizards did make it to playoffs. I'm not going to spoil any of that. If you guys want to check out the the playoff bracket right now, make sure you guys go in the description below. It will be in there. The whole Google Drive hub and everything, that'll be there. Just go check that out, please. Again, show some love to my my good friends from the TortleNation. Go Green Division. We did our thing. That's all we gotta say. We did our thing. And so, with that being said, guys, the question of the day is going to be, who do you think was the MVP in your in your opinion? It can be from both sides. With that being said, guys, it's just we took very lack of preparation. You know what I'm saying? He did some great prepping. He had Rock Tomb on his Dustin Wire. He had Dark Pulse on his Heatran. He had Signal Beam on his Jolteon. That's just all because he prepped very well. He knew a Signal Beam would hit hard on my Azelf and my Starmie. He knew a Dark Pulse would hit hard on my Starmie and my Azelf. He knows that Rock Tomb with Talonflame, so it doesn't set up. He knows these things. He knows if he can't get a Will-O-Wisp on it, he knows that he can just get a nice and powerful Rock Tomb and take out the Talonflame. So again, TortleNation, very great battle. I'm very proud of you guys in the MPL because you guys did support that Green Division no matter what. Very proud of you guys. Again, show some love to both of their channels. I probably will leave maybe both of their channels, separately in this channel description below. Also, TortleNation's YouTube channel, and again, make sure you show some love to the Cincinnati Charizards for next season. So, with that being said, guys, I'm gonna get up out of here. So make sure you have yourselves a great morning, night, evening, day, wherever you're at, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. What is cracking, cuz? See ya!